Okay, I think we are live now. Okay, yeah, got it. Hey folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, hey folks. Okay, I'm audible. Let me know if I'm not. Good. Okay, so this is the third stream I'm doing as a part of Flutter plus Supabase. So I'll be coding live, uh, raw coding, you can say. Whatever I'll be doing will have all kind of errors and bugs and whatever struggle I go through every day while developing an application. So on the previous stream, we have seen how to add a snack bar, how to add like proper validation in the application, and we also integrated the like like we already have a Supabase DB like integrated. So we will explore more in this series. Yeah, beside of that, today I have actually integrated CI/CD, not exact CI/CD, but I'll be checking for the at least analyze Flutter analyzer. So this is my workflow. Okay, let me just show you how it works. At workflows, analyze actions. Okay, so it's analyzer action only. So it will be, why it isn't scrolling now? Okay, this is it only. Okay, so it will get the all the Flutter stuff, the latest table branch, then we'll get a get will all the get will get a packages, then we'll generate a code. I think it is unnecessary because it is not required. I'm not all actually checking for the analyzers issues for the generated code, and then I'm running a Flutter analyze. So if this thing fails, it will mark our build as a failed. So analyzer Flutter analyze is failing, so it will mark as a failing. So and it will yeah, it will trigger on whenever any kind of stuff pushed on a master branch or any PR is requested on or created on top of master branch. So at that time, this action going to run. I'm not currently generating a build, any kind of build, but as soon as I find out how can I encrypt and save my keys, Supabase keys, access keys, and all the API keys. How can I save it in the GitHub? Like I don't know if there is a way or not, but after that I'll be updating a build as well, so you can check that out. I also updated a README with the screenshots. I'll be updating screenshot more frequently, so you will have idea what it does. Yeah, okay, so let's go to the issues what we have now. Okay, so make sure all the strings are part of the application. We will check it out later on. Write test cases. We will check it out this thing as also later on. Improve readme. It's a ongoing process. So we will keep improving it, and implement a user to say share a post for sometimes text based only, and allow user to search other user. We can either go for search user or this share a post. I think I don't know if I've worked with the database in my college time only, like when I was doing some projects. Then I moved to the like Android side, so I don't know much about database now. So I have to think how we are going to make a schema, and how we are going to build a relationship between the tables. So we'll be seeing that thing, and we'll be creating a new table as well. So let's just sign in first. Let me know if you have any kind of questions related to this or anything else. Okay, so this is my dashboard, updated one, quite nice. Uh, okay, so we will need a new table that will have a kind of a post, you can say, a post about post whatever is said by the user. So that will be there, and how how we will be using a query only, SQL query. We will be creating a new query. Uh, let's just pick this up first. Okay, I'll be renaming it to the creator user user post table. Save it, and ID big integer generated by default as an identity, and it will be a primary key. Then inserted at timestamp. So it will be timestamp. Default will be UTC and now, and will not be not null, and updated it at this will be current timestamp again. Okay, and then data is a JSON. Let's we should name it text or post, or what should we name it? Or the data only, or text, or status, maybe a status. No, status we might require status. Post text, maybe that will work. Post text. Let's remove this, and let's create a post. Post will work, I think. Post only will work. I So we have a limitation for it. I think we can add a limitation on the client side, and I mean that in the Flutter side, and we will just have, you can insert only this amount of characters, so we can have it on the client side. I'll be referring client is equal to Flutter or my application, or a front end, you can say. Okay, and I think it is good to we should have a foreign key, no? We should have a foreign key. Now foreign key should be a UID. uh, Obviously a UID, I mean UID is equal to user ID. Let me check if there is a any query available. User management start, or this is the different one. Okay, let me just, yes, it is still not working. Okay, inspect. Okay, then remove, just click over here and confirm. I don't know, somehow the dialog are not working properly. Okay, then what kind of other queries do you have in the Slack clone countries? Slack clone might have some foreign key, foreign key, foreign key. Let me just search for it. Foreign key is how to check, how can I add a foreign key? Like I know how can I add it, but I just have to, I don't want to mess it up. Okay, let me just try it out straight away. U U ID. Okay, it will be for UUID, or let's say a user ID. It will be type of user ID. Then one foreign key. Okay, Does it allow me to? Okay, just try running it. Okay, user ID syntax error. Let me get. Oh, sorry, I forgot to add this comma. Then this syntax error near foreign is. I hope the foreign is a proper word. And just finish. Let me just search it then. Um, post today's it is. Um, oh, like this. Okay. Thanks to unit FK customer foreign key customer ID conference customer ID customers customer ID. Okay. In this, I really don't have idea. I'll be strained competitive constraints F to number of customers foreign key customer ID. After customer is going to be a naive foreign key this. Then this is customers. Let me just write these out. Okay, I'll be writing it. I'll write it. Constraint constraint fk user that foreign key ID that says RFR RFE references. Table is a user, I think, yeah, user just ID. And delete set, it will be set to null. I hope this works. Let me know if I'm doing anything wrong and if you have any idea that what I'm doing. Okay, what this arrow is saying, like, syntax at or near user should be profile, maybe profile. Foreign a concerned FK user cannot be implemented. Let me just try searching it. Please do let me know if if you know foreign key not working. I will guess that. Yeah, so, how is this to create and in the problem which I can't I'm not getting it. Boom. It's in the table syntax you have a row where the value of today's is as you are trying to create from the screen. There is a check that there is a matching value in the column check ID. All the rows and Okay. Okay. It's the scroll now. Okay, it is already scrolled. It's ID, and under a profile table. Okay, we don't show ID over here. And I go to the SQL, create a user post, FK user, FK user, FK user, or let me just try FK user ID. Fine. Hell, man. Can I just, can you just say this? Foreign, fine. Would be ID. What's the error? What syntax error foreign? Please do let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Syntax error add on here. Constraint should be there. What actually constraint means? Let me just no constraints Maryada ho. I mean, oh, got it. What constraint means? It's a new word for me. So, constraints FK user foreign key ID references profiles ID on delete set null. Foreign key constraints FK user cannot be implemented. Foreign key. Image. Maybe it's related to data type. We will into ID. Let's just run it. Uh, with them doing the form. So, F, uh, what I'm doing wrong? If tables, yeah, got it. Okay, notes example create a table. What it does, what it does, it's a primary key. Then add constraint. Okay, altering a table, multiple columns key to the same table. Okay, that's a different thing. Uh, alter table name. Add constraint name foreign key column one references column one. Uh, in multiple columns. Messed up. Okay, so if I create just a table, add constraint name, the ID column two means is equal to this. It will be ID and interface. So yeah, interface ID. Add the user ID, user ID, foreign table, and on delete set null. Okay, that's it. And I know it won't. No, no, okay, yeah. Let's remove this add and let's try again. Column user ID reference for the conditions does not exist. So I do have to create. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. User ID, UID constraint. Boom. Worked. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to create one variable first that I was not doing. Then I have to mark it as a constraint, and FQ user ID is a constraint name, then foreign key. Then I'll be making this user ID as a foreign key, and I'll be referencing profiles ID. So that I'll be, that ID will be set over here. And whenever I'll be deleting any kind of post, the reference ID, sorry, the foreign key will set to null. Or yeah, basically that. Okay, I don't need this table, so I'll be removing it. Okay, create a user post table, and oh, I have given a table. Wow. So table name is a table name now. Okay, just delete the table and do it again. User post. I hope you are getting it. Okay, got it. And the table should be created now. Okay, table. Oh man, I don't. Oh, it's not deleted obviously. Inspect. Now it will be deleted. Okay, got it. Okay, user post is there. Now let's go to the Flutter side. What we need is a inserted stamp will be there. ID is going to be a auto generated post and user ID. We'll be adding. Okay, so now in the home screen, do I have anything that is not important? Let's just kill this tab, this as well, and move with the. Okay, now in the dashboard at home screen, we have a home, and one in that. Okay, so what we can do, we will have one text field, custom text field. What it is saying, prefer fonts. Oh, sorry, not prefer fonts. Then in text will be enter sad post. Let's just save it. Mm, oh, my voice is very low. Okay. Let me know if let me just check out if the OBS is working fine or not. Let me know if now it is fine or not. Okay, so I think I was speaking slowly. Okay, so we will be adding a custom text field over here, so share post, and whenever user submits it, we'll be adding a field into the this table user post, and it will be mapped with the particular user. I don't know if it is a good idea to, you know. Okay, I think it was. Let's just meet as of now. Okay, we need a validator. We need a validator. It should not be empty only. Okay, so value if the value dot is empty. Cool. return. What I'm doing wrong here? Uh, just show the error me. String. Why it is getting string from the code? Coming from, sorry, what? Oh, sorry. It's a constant that was messing up. It can't be constant because the value is going to change. Value, if the value is empty or null, then it will be set to true. And then we have some text. We will refactor the message later on. We need to have some button. Besides of that, text input action should be text input action should be submit. Is there a submit or anything else? Yes, send. There is like send. Okay, it will just hot refresh it. Sorry, hot reload it. Yeah, it got it marked as a send. Yeah, I mean this keyboard action. Now what we need is max length should be 150 character. Then controller, we do need a controller to get the text on submitted. We will need the form as well. Form. Okay, we will need to require a key form key. What was that? What was the key name? What will it? Global key, then a form state. We will need a global key, and the type will be a form state. Global key, form state, post form key, global key, and we'll be adding this key over here. It should be first. What it should be then? And I did I one and oh, should be final. Okay, gotcha. Final. It is added now, and this is done. Then and submitted value dot current context dot sorry current state dot validate. So I'll be validating this field when there is value is empty or null. So let's just try it out. Yeah, please add some text. So it is getting the error. Okay, good. And now let's just move all this code to the store. So we will be creating a new store over here. I'll be creating a one directory store. Then we will name it home screen store. And I'll be okay, add it to the GitHub, and I'll be using one live template to create a store home screen store screen store. Okay, so it is a boilerplate code that I have created a live template of. So I just have to write store and it will generate this content for me. I just have to give a file name over here that will be generated, class name that will be given over here, and for the abstract class as well. And it will also import the mobex package for me. So this is done, and I'll quickly start creating a generated code. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'll show you how my live template looks like. So go to the preferences, then search for a live template here, and in Flutter, I have added it in a Flutter or maybe in a Dart. I think it's in a Dart or it's a separate. It's a separate one. Okay. Is there anything Dart Flutter? Personally, I got it. So it contains a store. Um, what it looks like, let me just show you. Okay, so import line I have written over here, then part file name, what will be the file name, and g dot dart, then class name, what will be the class name. So it will be written over here, over here. So dollar is used to the identify this is the variable. Okay, and we need a dollar sign, like as we are using mix in we need a dollar sign over here as well. So we will be escaping one of the dollar sign using dollar. So we'll be using a dollar to escape a dollar sign, and we'll be using a dollar to two time dollars, like at the prefix and suffix dollar, to identify if it is a variable or not. So that we will be doing. So that I am doing currently, and just now over here, or like applicable in Dart, so you can change it. Like I have currently selected Dart. If you are creating a template for HTML, JSON, or anything else, you can just go here and change it as per your need. So this is how the you know this thing is live template works. Okay, so the code is generated. I'll be moving this form key over here. And let me just import the stuff first. It will be a material only for the time being. Then we will require uh, text editing control as well. Okay, so late final text editing controller, about controller, instead should be a post controller. Why am I being late over here? Because sometimes if for the text build we want to have a pre-populated values. If I just I'm have it as a final, and if I'm getting the data from the some other screen, or from some other store, that or from the API, it will be tough to get insert that data into the text field. So I'll be initializing this text editing controller in the constructor. So let's create a constructor. It will be a post select none, then yeah, it is done. Sorry. Now post controller will be text editing controller. I'll move it upside. I like the constructor at top. Then I'll be using this for post home key over here in the home screen. Before that, I have to initialize this constructor over here. Yeah. Home screen store, home screen store is equal to home screen store, what it is saying. Oh, sorry, home screen store should be done. Then It should not be private. Done. Done. Controller home screen store dot controller. Yeah, I think we are good to go. And we just hot reload it and then see how it works. Terminal. Sorry, not just that terminal. Okay. Add some padding to the symmetric padding, I think. Symmetric padding, horizontal 16. And yeah, cool. Let's have a vertical as well. Let's change it to the all only. We'll have padding at all side as 16. Does it have did I max them this? I haven't added something should be there. The text box should be bigger. Max lines, yeah. Max lines should be there. I'll be using integer. Sorry, man. Then I'll be adding it into the constructor and we can use it now. Max lines. Let's make it 3. Am I doing? Perform trying hot restart instead. So let's do the hot restart. Cool. My system is a bit slow. Okay, we already passed the how many minutes? 40 minutes or something. Oh wow. And we haven't done anything good or like great yet. Okay, it's is it done? Okay. It should be uh now it's running. Yeah, it looks good now. There's one. Okay, okay. Well, let's go to the store. Let's create a one method action. It should be a future void and share post. Name should be a set post. Now what? It should be a sync. Okay. Okay. Now I'll be using a Supabase instance dot client dot what was that? What was that? From what was the name of the table? User post. It is user post. Just write it. Insert value will be dynamic execute and insert accepts dynamic value. I'll be adding a map. So it should be a ID. It will be a auto fulfill insert and update post. Yeah, post should be text. Post. I'll be getting post from the post controller post dot text. Sorry, dot If dot current state dot validate return. So what I'm checking here, if the post is not this text field is empty or null, I'll be just returning it back. This will be so by default. What unavailable action values will be used as such condition. Wow. Yeah, it will be nullable. If it is an empty or null, we will return it. Supabase else we will execute this query Supabase instance dot client from user post insert post and particular text and just get this response. Final response is equal to await. Let's wait for the response to come back and we will print this response out. Response dot to JSON. So we just don't miss it. And then print. I know print should not be used. Let's just save it. We should call this on submit on the home screen. Instead of on submitted, we will be calling this share post. Yeah, and just hot reload it. Let's try if it is working or not. Paste first post and clear the logs. Okay, hope it works. Hope it does work. It does work. Sorry, it's a 201. Yeah, it's a 201. It's a success. ID is one inserted, updated at post tasting first post user ID in now. Oh, I forgot to add a user ID. Oh, I should add a user ID. And let's just clear this table. Delete a row. Then we will add a user ID. User underscore ID. We will be getting a user ID from Supabase instance current from auth dot current user dot ID and like this. And let's just try creating a post again. And first post. Please play around. It's a success. We have added a user ID as well. Great. Yeah. Because as it is a auto incremented value, the we have to wipe data completely, or we used to call something hard reset or something like that, but we have to do something like that to start it out from again from one, but I think it's fine. And, okay, good. Yeah, it's working fine. Now what we can do, Now what we can do, we also have to okay, we have to clear this text field whenever the post is saved successfully. So let's first let's use a try catch the exception, no, log key dot string, and let's just move all this stuff inside of try. Now if response dot error not equal to null, okay, then we will show an error that will be let's pass a context over here as well. Build context like I have did in the previous video. uh, Go to the share post usage, pass a context over here, go back to this side, and context dot so okay, I have to import the extensions method that I have created in the previous, video. I forgot to complete my sentence. Okay, what was that extension? Package business playground values, then extension. Okay, and here context dot snack bar, yeah, and we will be showing response dot error and oh, cool. And yeah, got it. Something went wrong. How I'm using it at other places. Oh, error message. Okay, got it. Got message. Cool. Um, it will throw an error, else we are going to simply remove all the text from the post controller, and we should also have a list of posts that user has created. Should we take it up right now, or should we just take it up on the next video? Let me know in the live chat. We got the 10 minutes. I'll try to do whatever I can do in the 10 minute. Okay, let's create one method again. Feature void. Actually, this does not require any kind of action because I'm not calling, I'm not creating any kind of observer over here. So it's completely fine. Then fetch post async. Yeah, fetch posts, and we'll get it using the Supabase. Again, the client user post, select, okay, and final response, use log response dot to JSON. And just save it. Oh, I forgot to call it. Let's save it after the successful post creation. Then second post, clear the console and hit send. I hope it works. I hope it works. The why it did not work? Let's try calling fetch post over here. Home screen store dot fetch post. Let's just see if it is working or not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are getting it. We are getting it. Cool, cool, cool. I think we should have a checklist. Users should not see all the posts. Users can only see the one that user is following. So user posts will be visible to the only user whom they are following and their post only. Now how we will require vast knowledge of database. Of foreign key, we would require 2 3 foreign keys, and depending upon that we can just solve it. But as of now, let's just keep it simple. We will not bother it about much. We will have the all the other relationships later on. We now getting all the list of this post, so we can have it and just we can just display it in the list over here. So let's try to do so, and let's create a model. I do not want to create a abstract class, so I think it's so fine. Sorry, I don't want to create a store, so I think it's fine. We just can create a normal class post. Okay, class post, and it will have a add JSON property like this. It will start with data. It will be a post bedroom. Let's name it post bedroom data or post will be a list of post bedroom. Then post data, we will have what I'm missing over here. Name source files using lowercase with underscores. Card should be there as well. Ah, okay. Should be post. Let's name it a post response instead. And like this, I'm create it should be generated, so that's why post bedroom at a date. Let's create a constructor, name constructor this, and let's get the id, integer id. This would be id. Then what next? Inserted at date time, inserted at and then updated at, and then last not release post will be a string. Then will we store a user ID as well? Let's go for the user ID as well. The user ID, and it's a string, and then just let's create a constructor with all these fields. And yeah, the work is done. Let's just run a pub run build run a build. Cool, 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 cool. Post response, and at the side of home screen underscore route, sorry, store, not route. when we fetch when we fetch this thing, we will be updating again. We will require all this stuff, right? Catch all of the stuff. So we response. We can just store a build context when we create this constructor. Sorry, create this home store context. Let's just write it down. This dot context. We will be getting this context from over here. We will be not passing this set while setting the post. And then when at home screen, context will be here. Set post, and if the data comes, did we created a post response? It is created or not? It does comes with what's the build runner is working. Then what's the issue? Post underscore response dot g dot dart not created. Why? Why it is not created? Ah, sorry, JSON serializable. I have forgot to add this JSON serializable over here and over here as well. And let's create it once again. Now, go to the home screen store. If if there is no error, which means if there is fetching post is successful, then JSON mapper dot deserialize JSON value. Okay, and whatever we get from the data, then we have to map it how I'm doing for the profile for the profile screen. Yeah, somehow whatever Supabase is returning me, all the keys are not and in the quotations mark. So JSON should be like this. What we writing where it is stored. Yeah. JSON should be like this. Object, then a key, then if it is string, then like this. Okay, and if there is another data, it should be like this. Text. But instead it is coming as like this. So it's not properly parsing. JSON mapper is not able to parse it properly. So that's why I have to first encode it to the proper encodation, JSON encodation, then have to decode it back. I recommend. I can just pass on the rails and encode it down. I just don't need this. Then deserialize it, and let's. I hope the post response is created. No, it's really not created. What's the issue then? Post response.g.dart is not generated. Why so? What I'm missing? How to use a Dart JSON mapper? Let's just search it out. Dart JSON mapper. I'm probably forgetting this thing. See, this is how it works. It's all good. It's all good. Then what's the issue? Okay, JSON serializable, JSON property, and then the constructor. Same goes on like, yeah, that's the way it should be done. Then what I'm missing away? Where this file is created, user profile. I'll forget it. Let's try just doing this. It should be post response. Post response. Okay, just post. Maybe serialize it. Post. Fine. Post response dot button 0 dot post. Ah, man, I'm forgetting the string. Ah, Let's just run it. What failed? What thing is failed? Post response.g.dart is not clear. Oh, let me just. I'm hiding this file. Can be the issue. I'm hiding, actually ignoring these generated files. Maybe this can be this issue. Reload from disk. It's not created. See, this thing is created, but not this. Or maybe we just don't need it. Let me just check out the documentation once again. We don't need it. I was doing it wrong. This is the step when the mobx store thing and this thing, mix it up. I hope it works now. And yeah, so when I'm fetching screens on the home screen store, is it done? So it's still not done. I think it was not needed, but let's wait. Loading or rolling it, and let's see if it is working or not. Finger crossed. Run. It does say something went wrong. Dart unhandled exception type. This dynamic is not subtype of type map string sub. Sorry, let's try this. I'm always do. This is not where we are using a JSON mapper. This JSON. I'm doing only favorite data. And probably is this. What's the issue then? What's the issue then? It's actually an issue. Ah, okay. We don't need this data. Nah, we don't need this data. We just have to add it inside this. Okay. Oh man, we don't need this. We will be using directly post button, maybe this down, button, this down, button. I think it will not work. Let's see. Let's try it out. Let's try now. Now what went wrong? Let's just not reload it again. Have to run this build runner once again. If this works, we will stop it here, and if this doesn't work, anyway, we will stop it over here, and we will continue working upon this thing on the next video. Beside of that, please do let me know in the comment section or in the live chat if I should continue making this video, this live or not, if it is helpful for on you folks or not. I'm thinking if I just just should record it anyway, even if I'm doing it wrong or not. That I'm never not type of okay. Please work, please work, please work, please work. It's not working. Dart on handle exception type. I know list of object is not subtype of list of post datum. Obviously, post datum is not mapped. Obviously, post datum is not mapped. I have to find some another way to insert it into this thing. I will check it out. Let's check this out on the next live. Till then, good night. Thank you so much for joining this stream. Do not forget to like this video and share this, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel and ring a bell icon to get update of my next live. Thank you so much for joining in. Bye.